She was my best friend. I trusted her with everything. My secrets, my dreams, my life. But one day she did something I never imagined. She stole everything I worked for. And left me broken. My name is Sarah and I'm 25 years old. When I was 16 I met Emily. She was beautiful, confident, and always knew the right thing to say. I was the quiet girl, always sitting in the back of the class. I didn't have many friends, but Emily, she made me feel special. She said, "You're like my sister, Sarah." We did everything together. Studied for exams, shared lunches, and talked about our dreams. I wanted to become a graphic designer. I loved art and drawing. It made me feel alive. Emily wanted to start her own fashion business someday. I thought we would grow up and chase our dreams together. When we turned 18, life gave me my first big chance. Our school announced a national art competition. The winner would get a scholarship to the best art college in the country. It was my dream. Emily hugged me and said, "You have to enter this, Sarah. You're so talented." I worked day and night on my entry. My hands were covered in paint, my back ached, but I didn't care. This was my chance to make something of myself. Emily watched me work. She cheered me on, brought me coffee, and said, "You're going to win." I trusted her with everything. 2 days before the deadline, Emily came to my house. She looked worried. She said, "Sarah, I lost my entry form for the competition. Can I take yours and make a copy?" Without thinking, I handed her my form. She smiled and said, "You're the best." The next day, Emily didn't come to school. I called her, but she didn't answer. When I walked into class, everyone was talking about her. "Emily's art is amazing. She's definitely going to win." Froze. My heart started racing. Emily. I ran to the art room and there it was. My artwork with her name on it. I couldn't breathe. How could she do this? My hands were shaking as I confronted her after school. "Why did you steal my painting, Emily?" She laughed. "You're overreacting. I made it better anyway. You wouldn't have won." Her words felt like knives. This was my best friend, someone I loved like a sister. The competition results came out a week later. Emily won. She got the scholarship, the applause, and the spotlight that I had worked so hard for. I felt empty. I cried for nights. My parents didn't know what to say, and I didn't know how to explain how betrayed I felt. After the betrayal, I stopped drawing. I stopped dreaming. I told myself, what's the point? I'll never be good enough. Emily's life got better. She posted photos of her new college, her awards, and her friends. I watched her live the life I had wanted for myself. Broke me. But one day something changed. A year later, I found an old sketchbook under my bed. My hands were dusty as I opened it. There on the first page I had written, "Never stop believing in yourself." Tears ran down my face. I remembered the girl I used to be, the girl who loved art more than anything. That day, I picked up a pencil and started drawing again. At first, my hands felt stiff, and I doubted myself. But the more I drew, the more I felt like me again. I started posting my drawings online. Slowly, people started noticing. One day, I got a message. "Your art is incredible. Would you like to work on a project with us?" Took the job. I worked day and night just like before. But this time it felt different. I wasn't doing it for a competition or someone else's approval. I was doing it for me. 2 years later, I held my first art exhibition. It was a small room filled with my work. People smiled as they looked at my paintings, and for the first time I felt proud again. That day Emily came. She looked at me and said, "I always knew you could do it." Smiled. I didn't need her approval anymore. Looking back, I realized something. Sometimes the people closest to you can betray you. They can take things that belong to you. But they can't take your talent. They can't take your passion. Emily may have stolen one opportunity from me, but she didn't steal my future. I took it back. If someone has ever hurt you or made you feel small, remember this. You are stronger than you think. Never stop chasing your dreams. And never let anyone steal your life. If you like my story, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps me share more stories that inspire hope and strength.